I'm still busy with chapter 8. Chapter 8 is a really long chapter. There's just a few more scenes in this chapter than the average chapter has in the book. And there's like 2 really big scenes coming up in the story, which is a little bit of a turning point in the relationship for the main characters, because this is kind of the point where they go from enemies to allies. Not quite lovers or friends yet, but at least to I kind of need you alive more than I need you dead, if that makes sense. So obviously it's quite an important scene. And then right now I'm busy with the scene right before those 2 big scenes. So and now I'm a little bit stuck. Like, I know exactly what I want to happen. I'm just not 100% positive on how to get there. Why is writing a book so difficult? It's such an enjoyable process, but at the same time, like, it's not always easy. Almost 1:30 in the afternoon, and this is usually the time of day where I feel like my energy and my motivation just begins to hit a bit of a slump. So I've had lunch, I took a bit of a break, I read Pride and Prejudice, which I only have a few pages, well, about I think around 50 pages left, so we're almost done with that. And then I made myself some coffee in the hopes that it'll give me a bit of a caffeine boost, because yeah, I really have to get chapter 8 done today. I've started writing this kind of like turning point scene now, and then I only have 1 more scene left of chapter 8, and then chapter 9 is a whole different story for itself. So yeah, we still have a lot of work to do. Cheers. I just can't stop finding this amusing, but this is probably the most research I've ever done for a novel, just because of it's not strictly historically accurate, but it's based on historical inspiration, I guess you could say. So I've been doing quite a bit of research for this book. It's just, I find it funny because I'm researching the most random things which I never previously thought I would be doing any kind of research on. Like, obviously the other day you saw me researching the history of the folk. Now, considering how historically inaccurate the rest of the book is, I don't know why I deemed it so important to try and get the cutlery historically accurate, but in any case, I was researching the history of the folk. I was researching like the Catholic Church and exactly how Catholic confession works. And now I am busy looking at pictures of sailboats and trying to educate myself on the different parts of a boat, because we've got one of our main characters on a boat, and he's kind of like busying himself with a part of the boat, but I don't know any parts of the boat except a sail. So I'm kind of trying to figure out what exactly he can do whilst on the boat, if that makes any sense. Yeah. That being said as well, like, would our other main character even know what that part of the boat is called? I feel like it can't be something complicated, because the person who's like watching him on the boat doesn't know anything about boats either. The shorts have come off and the sweatpants have come on, and I still haven't finished chapter 8. I'm gonna have plans later on this evening. Plans got cancelled, as they do, which is fine. Or technically they didn't get cancelled, they just got moved on to later on in the weekend, which is also fine. But that leaves me without anything to do on a Friday night, which is actually pretty normal. I'm feeling a little bit lonely, which I think is also a reality that a lot of people don't think about, is the fact that when you work from home all day, obviously you're by yourself, and that can get a little bit lonely sometimes. Obviously if you're really introverted, that's fine, or you know, you won't really notice it as much, but I'd say usually the mornings are fine for me. I'm like, you know, I try to be productive and get on top of everything, but then around 5 p.m. late afternoon, I'm in search of some company, so as I'm lonely and feeling sorry for myself, I thought I'd get a glass of wine and watch Outlander, because there's nothing else to do when you're alone on a Friday night apart from drinking wine and watching Outlander.